I just got off the phone with my son, Rory Jr. He goes by Chris, but he's an Army, uh, and he's going through his second phase of his training, his actual MOS training, and he called me, and it's a pleasant surprise. I haven't talked to him in a while. I know he's doing his training, things of that nature, and they get limited phone calls and limited time to have free time to talk or whatnot. So in his time, he called me, and in that made me proud. So if you just a little backstory, me and his mother were married. Both my son's mother were married for a short period of time, and after we split up, I became absentee. Okay, I make no qualms about it. I own up to the fact that I was a terrible father, and to my sons, a terrible father to my sons. And granted, I could have done more, or fought harder to have access to my sons and really do what I needed to do for my sons, but I didn't. And I've made amends for that. We've had several conversations. Both he and Jeremiah and I have had several conversations. My younger boy Jeremiah made the profound statement. Said, I told him, I said, hey, I apologize for not being there, and he just chimed in and said, but you're here now. And I mean, that brought tears to my eyes. For anybody that knows me, I'll cry at the drop of a hat, and I'm not ashamed about it. But don't laugh, because I'll probably punch you in the throat or the nose. Anyway, so my oldest son, Rory Jr., calls me, and we're talking. I told him, the best day of my life, best day ever in my life is when you were born. And I told him a story about how he was in the little on the scale, and how he stretched his arms out and hit the side of the scale and frowned right back, folded right back up and frowned right back up. He was a long baby. I think he was like 23 inches long or something like that. But he was a really long baby. And I told him how when he was born he was born frowning and quiet. Whereas my other son was born eyes wide open and yelling. And that's a testament to their personalities today, because Rory's is more reserved and he's a thinker, and then my guy Jeremiah, he's like his father. He's an extrovert. He's an extrovert, and he's a talker. He smiles. He's got all the personality. But where my other son, he's got personality too, but he's more cerebral. But anyway, I was telling him the story about how I watched him being born, and just watched him grow, and how now that baby boy is a man, and how proud I am, and his mother did an excellent job raising him. I'll never ever dispute that. Their mother did an excellent job of raising those boys in my absence, and I regret those times, but the times we're making now, there was a time, and I can tell this is a testament to his maturity. You know, there was a time, I believe, that he wouldn't have even thought about calling me and talking to me or what have you. But in these times, we both made up our minds that, hey, we're gonna make this thing work, and we have been. I've been there for the graduations and whatnot, and I've made honest efforts to be a part of my son's life, because that's what I want to do. I want to be an intricate part of my son's life. I've come to the realization that I probably make a better parent to an adult than I do a kid. And I'm pretty sure my daughter Logan would agree to that. But for a whole host of other reasons, 'cause she's 10, she still gets beat downs. But no, but I don't beat my baby down like that. And I'm proud of her, because last year I didn't have to whoop her. But anyway, that's beside the point. That's beside the point. But no, I'm just in talking to my son, I had to shed a little bit of a tear, because that baby boy is now a man. He'll be 19 this year, and that baby boy is now a man serving his country. And the whole point of me having this talk is the fact that fathers, you know, if you have access to your children, make the best of it, man. Make the best of it. I wasted so many years, one, being stubborn and egotistical and selfish. Wasted so many years of my son's lives, and I'm not going to be able to get those back. So now I'm backtracking, having to make amends. You know, and fellas, you know, if you can get on a level with your children's mothers, do it. Do it. Because you'll spend a lifetime regretting not doing it, you know. And it doesn't, whether it's been 2 years or 22 years, start right now. If you're able to, start right now. You take the initiative, fellas. Take the initiative and reach out to your children, man, and form a bond. Me and my sons are forming that bond, rebuilding those bridges. And in my opinion, we're having a good time doing it. We really are. We're having a good time doing it. We're learning each other all over again, and that indeed is a beautiful thing. You know, it's one thing to train up or to be around little kids, but then when those kids are grown and they're able to talk to you and express themselves how they feel to you, that's a beautiful thing. But yeah, just kind of had a surreal moment with my oldest boy, and just want to let you know, son, that I love you, dude. I do love all my kids, but you were my firstborn, so you know it's a little bit, got a little you have a little extra on the other two, but you know I love all my kids. Have a good day, y'all.